Hello and welcome to Balance Chiropractic. Once again, we want to congratulate you on taking the first steps towards better health for you and your family. In this short introductory video, we would love to educate you about Balance Chiropractic, inform you on the importance of foundational correction, and teach you what it is like to be a practice member within our office. So without further ado, let's get into it. To understand what foundational correction is and what Balance Chiropractic does, it is easiest to first understand what most traditional chiropractors in Colorado Springs do. Most chiropractors do a great job at their goals of increasing range of motion, temporarily reducing muscular spasms, and the short-term reduction of pain. Now, most chiropractors perform these goals by popping, twisting, and cracking the spine, rubbing or massaging muscles, and focusing their adjustments on the areas that hurt. All of this is well and good. However, Balance Chiropractic has a very different goal when it comes to helping people get back to the activities and healthy lifestyle they want to live. Unlike traditional chiros, the doctors of Balance Chiropractic focus all of their attention to the upper neck because it is the spinal region closest to your brain. And pop quiz, what does your brain control? That's right, everything. The easiest way to understand foundational correction is with a simple analogy of a house and its foundation. If a house's foundation were to shift, even by an inch on one side, it is pretty easy to imagine that all sorts of secondary conditions might quickly follow. These secondary conditions often include cracks in the drywall, a leaky roof, squeaky doors and windows, along with even electrical issues if the shift had become severe enough or been there long enough. So, rather than patching the drywall again or putting yet another nail in the floorboard, we don't aim to caulk the leaks or to lubricate the doors and windows, but Balance Chiropractic aims to really correct the spine and nervous system by connecting the brain and the body. One of the wonderful things is that we do this without ever popping, twisting, or cracking, and we expect your adjustments to last longer and longer and longer. To get the amazing results that we expect at Balance Chiropractic, we use 4 objective measurements, and all of these measurements have a range of healthy and unhealthy, or normal and abnormal. They are no different than blood pressure, vision, body temperature, or heart rate. We use these measurements to 1, see if you are a candidate for our care, and to track your progress throughout your personalized correctional process. Our goal is to be as measurable, objective, and reproducible as possible, because absolutely no one deserves to have their health left up to luck or guesses. So what is a foundational shift? Well, it's easy to understand. A foundational shift of the spine is a reduction of the electrical communication between your brain and your body due to the upper neck becoming jammed, shifted, or twisted. If the spine and nervous system are unable to communicate as they should, it is easy to understand that the body will become unbalanced. It can feel pinched, and absolutely its alignment will be thrown off. How efficient and well would your car work if the alignment of its tires were off? If the foundation of a tall building had shifted, how much would you really trust your family to be in it? And if the links of a chain were knotted, how strong would that chain really be? If the railroads weren't connected to each other, would you really risk riding that train? So if our measurements determine that your body's foundation is unbalanced, pinching the nervous system, or pulling the rest of the body out of proper alignment, we know that the communication between your brain and body has been compromised, and that the secondary conditions or symptoms you've been experiencing are likely a result from this shift. Here we have a list of common secondary conditions that Balance Chiropractic helps people with every single day. Now that long list of secondary conditions happens because of decreased blood flow through the brain, stretching forces on the spinal cord, stressed and degenerated discs and ligaments, distorted signals between the brain and the body, and of course, postural imbalances. Another way to think about the stress that is associated with a foundational shift is the stress that our 8 to 12 pound skull, often like a bowling ball weight, puts on the rest of our bodies. Now, every inch that the head moves away from normal adds 10 pounds of stress to our spines and nervous systems. The cause of shifts like this include things like sporting accidents, vehicle crashes, chemical and emotional stress, or even years of working at a desk and the use of smartphones improperly. Even minor accidents as a child, if left uncorrected, can have you looking and feeling abnormal like this guy. So, to begin the process of measuring how much stress your spine and nervous system is under and whether or not you are a candidate for foundational correction, it all begins with your complimentary consultation. If your consultation reveals information that indicates we can help, we are happy to immediately move into our comprehensive foundational examination. And really, the main goal of our comprehensive examination is to see whether or not your spine and nervous system is functioning in a normal or an abnormal state. If indicated, our foundational examination starts with a three-dimensional view of your head and neck. As you can see, all images on the left are normal, and everything on the right is abnormal. Now our second, third, and fourth measurements include a multi-axial foundational analysis where we measure how much weight and balance you are carrying on one side of your body versus the other. We also perform a neurothermal analysis that measures the stress and function of the electrical wires, also known as nerves, that carry information to each and every part of your body from the brain. And finally, we follow that up with a muscular scan that measures muscle energy usage and the activity of all the muscles around your spine. So if your foundational measurements are found to be abnormal or unhealthy, we accept you as a member in our office. For people with measurable foundational shifts, our doctors require a starting frequency of 2 times per week. Our goal is not to keep you there forever. In fact, we want to get you to the point where your body only needs minor corrections every few months. Think of it a lot like going to your dentist. Rather than cookie-cutter care plans, our doctors base your frequency off of your progress towards health. So, if your body maintains its foundational alignment 2 or 3 visits in a row, first we celebrate that your brain and body are now actually healing, and then we reduce your visit frequency. Balance Chiropractic offers time-based care plans where everything is included to get you well. Our philosophy is that it's not a certain number of adjustments your body needs, but rather a certain amount of time your body needs to heal while it is in proper alignment. If you were to accidentally cut your finger cooking dinner tonight, would putting more Band-Aids on make it heal faster? Or is it really an amount of time that's needed based off the severity of the cut? Balance Chiropractic makes your life easy by offering open correction hours where you can come for your scheduled adjustment time anytime between the hours of 8 and 11 and 3 to 6 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And your entire appointment from start to finish, including wait time, is usually less than 30 minutes. Although foundational correction is incredibly gentle, since we are working on the brain-body connection, it often has incredibly powerful effects. It is not uncommon for people to be sore for the first few weeks of their correctional process, a lot like going to the gym. So foundational shifts of the spine contribute to many pains and other secondary conditions within the body, and there are a lot of options available for simple pain management. Common options in Colorado Springs include things like physical therapy, traditional chiropractic, medication, and if those options don't work, people will often resort towards things like injections or surgery. Now, it is not our goal to give any opinions on those treatments, but simply to offer what we consider to be a true fix for a long-term correction of pain and dysfunction. So which would you choose for your loved ones and friends? A simple patch or a long-term fix? Most of all, our goal is to bring people back to normal. And when that happens, oftentimes people get the big idea that if the brain and nervous system are working properly, every part of the body has the ability to adapt and work properly. So with that being said, I want to thank you for your attention throughout this video and to let you know that all of us at Balance Chiropractic are thrilled to meet you and help you live your absolute best life ever. Thanks so much and have a fantastic day.